Insurance Debate 2020, brought to you by the Association of Kenyan Insurers in partnership with Kenya National Debate Council.
My name is Elijah Bakari, and I will be your lead judge for this particular round. And I'm joined by my panelists. On my right is Lurit Yugusuk, and on my left is Anthony Mwangi. The topic for this particular round is Serve My Community. The task that the participants have been given is to deliver a story or use another speech style to bring out the role of insurance to the community. Let us welcome, from the United States International University, Africa, David Odhiambo.
Hello, my name is David, and I'm a father of two. I love my kids. I want the best for my kids. I want my kids to be useful members of the society, but that can only be achieved in one way. That's education. I want my kids to have the best education that they can have. Why is this? It's because education ensures that my kids are valuable members of the society. It's because education ensures that my kids provide for the community. It's because education allows my kids to be able to actually serve the elderly in the community. The thing I fear most is leaving my kids without education. Every father wants their child to look up to their father, to be proud of their dad. I want my kid to say to me, "Dad, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you gave me this gift of education. Now I'm actually able to make a valuable impact in the society." What would happen if your child missed education? That would be the worst case scenario. This is how you can solve that issue. Life insurance. Life insurance ensures that your child and every child in the community is capable of having education from the age of 4 to 24. Full education cover by the community. It's an initiative by the community and for the community. The community gathers together resources so that they can spread the risk of losing education. And that's how your child can have full coverage of education. Not only education, new life insurance can actually improve the economy of the country as well. Now, how is this? When you invest in life insurance, it ensures that people have jobs in your community. So now not only are you investing in your child and making sure that your child has education, you're also ensuring that there's a job at the end of it all. You're also ensuring that there's a job at the end of that degree. Now your child will not complain of having a degree and no job. How many people in the world today complain of that same issue, having a degree and no job? With life insurance, you can solve both of those problems. Let's talk about the SDGs. With life insurance, you can knock out 3 SDGs just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Let's talk about poverty. You can ensure that your child has education, and every child in the community has education. And with that education, that child can improve his living standards and ensure that he combats poverty. SDG 1 down. Let's talk about quality education. With life insurance, you ensure that each child in the community has quality education. That's SDG 4 knocked down. Let's talk about SDG 8, and that's decent jobs and a growing economy. With life insurance, you're investing in the people. You're encouraging investments. You're encouraging savings. This will encourage bankers to have more money in their investments and allow businessmen to loan more money to enhance the community in the country. This is why we should all go for life insurance. Thank you.
Let us now welcome, from Kabarak University, Daniel Washira.
Harambe, Harambe. It can get you, it can get me, or rather, anybody can get it. Last month, Kyoko's son died. The community came together, they contributed their money, they raised, and Kyoko's son was given a decent burial. 2 weeks later, their relative, Mutinda, she lost her parents. her parents passed away. The communities, they called the community. The community came together. They contributed all they could. And Mutinda's parents were given a decent burial. That is Harambee. Thirdly, their distant relative also passed away, leaving 2 kids with no parents. Harambee, it was conducted. The community came together. The peasant farmers contributed all they could until all their pockets were empty. Finally, one family was left to take care of the kids and also to take care of the elderly parents of Mutinda. If these people already had an insurance cover, they would not have resulted into Harambees. All that Harambee money would have gone somewhere else. It would have gone to the development of the community. It would have gone to personal developments. It would have been put into farming, and there would have been development and also increase in crop production in their own families and the society at large. So, ladies and gentlemen and the panel at large, I wish to inform you that life insurance and insurance at large is very important to each and every one of us. For instance, Mutinda, if her parents had funeral insurance, that money would have taken care of her, maybe her education, and maybe even her children. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today.
Going by the topic that has been presented and the task that was to be fulfilled, we're able to determine the winner depending on who has best served the task and has ensured that they've done what is needed for this particular topic. Therefore, as judges, what we were looking for is whose speech will best bring out the aspect of serving the community, regardless of whether the style of speech they choose is a story or otherwise, provided it's creative, it has a flow, and it has coherence. And based on these parameters, we unanimously decided that the winner for this particular round is Mr. David Odhiambo. This is because, inasmuch as both speeches look into aspects of the community as is required, the speech presented by Mr. David Odhiambo looks much further into the aspects of community, including education, matters of the economy, the jobs that are involved, and he also brings us how insurance is able to achieve SDGs, specifically SDG 1, 4, and 8. And he also successfully discusses the issue of investments and savings in the community. Daniel Wachira does use a very good story that does have a good flaw. However, in terms of weighted content, Mr. David presents more content to the floor than Daniel. And it was for that particular reason that we as judges unanimously decided that David carried the day.
Insurance Debate 2020, brought to you by the Association of Kenyan Insurers in partnership with Kenyan National Debate Council.